Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. So, less than 24 hours after I broke my news, talking about the possibility of Tyson Fury being in deadlock with Deontay Wilder, which basically means he can't go nowhere unless he faces Wilder again. He can't fight anybody else unless he fights Deontay Wilder. This was just my hunch, and this is what my thoughts were. And I had a lot of people in the room come in very disrespectfully, call me a moron, call me this, call me that. Listen, I've been doing this over 10 years, and I'm sick and tired of the disrespect, the devaluing, and for almost 10 years I put up with it, but no more. I'm fed up of going to the comment sections and getting these idiots that come in, and the thing is, it's the fact that you're not balanced. You're not balanced. If you come in a room when I get it wrong, yeah, come on, let's have a battle. You tell me I get it wrong, but when I get it right, also come in the room and tell me I get it right. When I talk about things that are not Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury, and talk about other boxers, up and coming boxers, and other things happening in the sport, you guys not come in the room. As soon as it's a toxic thing, you come bouncing into the room with your comments. But check this out. Check this out. You see all you in the comment section? I'm cleaning out the swamp, because those people who don't give a damn about me, I don't give a damn about you. So you people leave your comments in your comment section, call me a moron and disrespectful, and call me an idiot and this and that. That's fine. You see, you're all getting blocked off the channel. Every single one of you are getting blocked off the channel. I don't care, because I'm not doing it for you. I'm not going to lose my enjoyment doing what I do for some few idiots to ruin it for the rest. You understand? So it's it. It's done. It's out and out war now. So you come on my channel, you're talking crap, you're getting blocked, deleted. That's it. And also, I'm going to put the membership thing up so it's only members that come in and start doing live shows back like how it was before. I don't give a damn. If I get 10 people watching, at least 10 loyal people in the room. It's absolute war now, and I don't give a damn. I really don't care. So if your name's on the list, you ain't coming in. And if you're coming, you're getting blocked. So once this show is over today, I'm going backtracking all them comments in and see them comments and all them people call me moron and disrespectful, disrespecting the channel. Oh, you've only got 10, 15, 20 views, blah, 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 blah. See you people, you're getting blocked. So you're going to have to start channels up by yourself. It's as simple as that. And if you don't like it, I don't care. So that's it. I don't care for you. You don't care for me. I don't care for you. And I'm letting you know straight up, I don't care, because you're not balanced. You don't come in, oh, this is the idiot that said that Pulev was going to beat Joshua. This is the same guy that said quite a lot of things. Said that Joshua was going to get behind by injuries in the first fight. Don't see many people jump in the room and praise him for that. So enough. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear your apologies. I don't want to hear any seminars as to how you think I should run my channel. Get lost. And you're not welcome on the channel, and you're like, and let me put it out there in another sense. Your kind are not welcome on my channel. You understand? You're not welcome on the channel, because there are other people on the channel that do watch the channel, that do support the channel, and really can't deal with your gibberish on the channel. Do you understand? So it's about time it got regulated on this channel once again. So if I see something in the channel, and I don't like what you're writing, if it's disrespectful, there's a difference between you sitting up in an argument against something. That's cool, and it's, you know, it's an argument. You don't have to come and agree with me. But when you're disrespectful and you start getting personal, you have to go. And that's it. That's it. Don't ask me to explain myself. If you've left comments on my channel that have been disrespectful, you're getting blocked. Your channel's getting blocked, you're getting reported. Simple as that. You don't care for me, I don't give a damn about you. Absolute war, and that's it. You understand? I'm at a different place in my life now. I doubt to put up with it. I don't see why I should take the time out to do live shows and put content out for idiots who don't have no channel idiots that won't put their face on camera, idiots that won't show their face. No. You're not going to let me become one of those mental health issues. No, not me. You picked the wrong one. You understand? You picked the wrong one. So expect to get blocked. Expect it. You better start getting you better getting your multiple accounts ready because you're getting blocked. Don't care. That's it. So on to tonight's conversation. Deontay Wilder. I said it before and I'll say it again, and I'll keep on saying it. If Wilder has a deadlock on Tyson Fury, which means he can't fight anybody else but himself legally, Fury can't go nowhere. He can talk all he wants about fighting Joshua, fighting this. He says the stuff going on behind this is deadlock. Deadlock means you can't go anywhere else and fight anybody else. Can't knock it on the head. Can't move forward. So let's see what it said today on one of the media outlets today in the UK, which basically said, Tyson Fury, don't write, let me get the man's face up as well. Let me get the man's face up as well. To piss you all off even more, because it's one of their nights. Let's get the great man's face up. There he is. There's the man himself. Tyson Fury, don't write Deontay Wilder out of the equation. He could be fighting me next. Who knows? I could have a trilogy of Wilder yet. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and Wilder might be next. Who knows? Anybody want to come in the room and talk crap to me now? BWTM, you got it, chap. Ingram Amadeus strikes again. That look on Fury's face said it all. All the negativity, all that blaming Wilder, letting the contract expire. How much does a person have to lie before you realize he's not a trusted, honorable person with integrity? Ingram's making a list, checking it twice, calculated. You know it, brother. You know it. You know it. All I want is Wilder Fury 3, where both fighters are fit. Wilder's legal case is powerful. I've been saying it, I've been saying it, I've been saying it. But you all want to go on, follow on, and contradict. Fury versus Joshua. Listen, before you get to that bus stop, there's a bus stop before that. It says you've got to see Deontay Wilder again. That's why you can sit back like a king in that picture, like this, and smile. Deadlock. You can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. You ain't fighting no Joshua. You've got to face Deontay Wilder. And no amount of YouTubers coming in here telling me, trying to be all legal, get legal with me. It is what it is. That's what a deadlock is. A deadlock means you can't go nowhere else. You must face. It's when, I think the similar thing happened when Rackman was trying to make a defense of the title. And I think Lewis wanted a rematch of Rackman. Was it? And Rackman was trying to go elsewhere. And Lewis took him to court. So Lewis had to get that rematch. So, yeah, that's about how it goes. So, so, you know, it'll be interesting now. Very, very interesting. So I said that the Wild had a very strong legal case. You know. So shout out to the source yesterday that gave me that information. Must shout out to them, and shout out to the supporters out there on BWTM Sports that are there and are in the comment section and are supportive. I appreciate that. But for the rest of you idiots, and I'm calling you complete idiots and morons, expect to get blocked very, very soon. So here we go. Fury using Wilder name to duck you, fool. You know, with a name like Sizzy Kizzy, should you be calling anybody a fool? You moron. Come off my page, man. There you go. Don't worry. So there we go. So thank you so much. We'll wait to see what happens with Mr. Fury and Mr. Wilder and Mr. Joshua. But as I said, if he's got a deadlock, he isn't going anywhere, no matter what Fury says. If it's deadlocked, he has to fight Wilder. Because before I ask about the subject, I have a question besides genetics. What supplements are you taking? It's working. It's called Good Life, a good heart, and great intentions. That's what it's called. As for the case, the money is being sued for must be huge to get Fury back in the ring for the trilogy. That's what I've been saying. They can't. Bob Arum's not going to pay out money for Fury to knock it on the head, and because they probably thought that Wilder didn't have a case. And all those people that are calling Wilder mad and stupid and this and that, and the same people are going to turn around and say they're part of mental health. Really? UK full of the biggest hypocrites I've ever come across, honestly. Biggest hypocrites. A lot of these pundits that were calling Wilder crazy man, I hope he sues them too as well. I hope he can sue them too as well, because I would. Legal cases in the US can string along for a long time. It can go on for a couple of months, couple of years, not months, years. Can Fury afford to have Wilder having by his coat string for the next 2 to 3 years of his life? Really? Yo, man, the fourth judge, how are we doing, champ? Can he afford to have that happen if that is the case? Now, again, it's all speculation, but I said, if he's deadlocked, can't go nowhere. I would not be surprised if Al Haymon had something in the contract where no venue could accept the fight. Notice that the Fury side have all said they were looking for a venue. I told you. I mentioned Al Haymon. That's true. He will be driven insane. That's it. That is it. I said about that deadlock and the way Fury was talking. He said that he didn't think the Joshua fight was going to happen. Why doesn't he think the Joshua fight's going to happen? Because he's in a deadlock. He's in a deadlock. You know, I just find some of the things he was saying quite strange. But he was saying, oh, you know, he said that the fight with Joshua is probably dead in almost dead in water. It's not going to happen. He's got no offer. Well, you're not going to offer. You're not going to put an offer to somebody who's in a deadlock who has to face Deontay Wilder. You're not going to get no offers offered to you. There's going to be no negotiation that's going to advance if he's deadlocked. This is what I keep saying. But we'll wait and see. I could be completely wrong, and I'm ready to say you got it wrong, but it doesn't look like Wilder's case is weak. It doesn't seem to me that his case is crazy. It seems that he has a tangible point. Al Haymon proof that sometimes a Harvard education can get you definitely. Yep, absolutely. So we'll just wait and see now. We sit back and see what happens. But they were trying to get past. They were trying to get that Joshua fight, but I can't see it happening. So Joshua's trying to get a fight with a man who's broken a contract. Has he broken? He has broken a contract. There was a 3-fight deal. Everyone knew there was a 3-fight deal. So Wilder was ready to fight in December. They wouldn't, and the TV networks wouldn't have it because of the college football. ESPN said no, not having it because of college football. So they said they moved it to next year, which is now. And Fury said, let's knock it on the head. But Wilder was ready to fight. You know, do you think this holds up not only WBC but linear, but also other fights linked to it? I think it means Fury has to fight Wilder again, or he can't fight anybody else. That's what I think. That Joshua fight will never happen. Oh, it might happen. I mean, we never thought Pacquiao and Mayweather would happen. It might happen. There's only 2 ways it won't happen. Fury gets knocked out by Wilder in his 3rd fight. If that happened, that would be something, because if Fury were to lose in the 3rd fight, if he were to get knocked out in the 3rd fight, what does that do for the future? That's the 3rd fight. What would happen there? Wilder would become champion again, arguably. That'd put things in a complete mess. I think we're more likely closer to see Joshua versus Wilder than Fury versus Fury versus Joshua. Ingram, I appreciate consistency through it all. Yeah, just stay consistent, bro. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. But I've also been consistently patient, and I'm not going to be consistently patient anymore. Absolute war. That's what it is. It's clean the swamp time. Idiots have got to go. I'm sorry to go back in time, but all this could have been solved in the beginning. AJ should have thought, wow, this is really started this chain of events. Yes, I told you, Matchroom should never be forgiven for what they planned in the beginning, back when Barry Hearn sat down, Bazza sat down and said, when he was fishing, that Shelley Finkel wanted Wilder to fight Joshua now, and they said the fight shouldn't happen until 2021. That's out there. Wasn't there a deadline for Wilder to agree terms for a 3rd fight, which long surpassed? No. Wilder was ready to fight in December, but they couldn't have the fight in December because of college football, and the TVs would not accept it. So Aaron pushed it to next year, which would have been this year, and also we had COVID as well. So it was never Wilder's fault, and Aaron admitted it himself. But the media, the biased, racist media, pushed it to be, it was Wilder, it was Wilder, it was Wilder. What's up, Ingram? Mate, you tell me, it's all good. Just dealing with a few idiots in the room previously, and this situation, Wilder, I've been saying it for long as well, but I don't care for Fury versus Fury versus Joshua. Let us clean up this situation with Wilder, and let's get this situation resolved regarding Glovegate. Let's get this situation resolved regarding whether he has got a deadlock on Fury or not. Because if we don't deal with this situation with Wilder, it will come back to bite us on the ass. I said this in previous videos. I did extensive videos on it, and people kept bringing up tosh about this, that, and the other. We'll still come back and facing the situation again. They have to deal with the Wilder situation. They must deal with it. Fury does lie a lot. 1 week the Wilder fight is completely done. The next week is saying it's a possibility. Haha. I told you about Fury. He flip-flops. But maybe his legal team has said there's no way out of it, and he has to face Wilder. And maybe all the evidence Wilder's got is damning. But the one thing, and the thing about it is, the whole time Deontay Wilder's been cooling out, spending time with family, buying cheap stuff, like he knows something. I said it. I said it. I said it. Why ain't Wilder said anything? Why ain't Wilder said anything? Why ain't Wilder said anything? Do you have to say something? If you've got a man in deadlock, what would you have to say? You sit back and let everything play out until they realise, bro, you ain't going nowhere. You have to come back and see me. Do all your talking, do all you got to do, come back and see me. Come back and see me. You know, when you constantly biased, you can't see the wood from the trees. Keep making liar after liar after liar after liar after liar. So you have to keep on backing the lie all the time. If Wilder versus Fury happens, the third fight, it's going to be an amazing fight. It's going to be an amazing fight. And I'm more interested in that third fight than Fury versus Joshua. I really am. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. That's it. Shelley Finkel knows the law and has airtight contracts. And he ain't said stop nothing. He ain't said nothing. No, he ain't said nothing. He ain't said nothing. So it looks like Joshua might be on his way off to China. If he's not off to China, then he has to deal with Usyk. Usyk saying he wants justice. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. But like I said, I can't wait to see the glove. I can't wait to see how the gloves are approved if Wilder Fury 3 is ordered. Great to see you, Leif. There's so many different things about this third fight, right? And if Wilder has got all this evidence, when is he allowed to share this evidence? When is he allowed to share it? And at some point, it's going to have to be revealed. If Fury and Wilder are fighting a third time, somebody's going to have to ask the question, well, how have you got this guy who wanted to knock at the head and was going to fight Joshua? How have you got him back in the ring again? I just want to go home. I don't think he wants to go home. I don't think he wants to go home because did he say he wouldn't fight in Britain again because of, was it UCAD was after him, wasn't it? If that goes through, don't be surprised if Wilder goes for Reyes gloves. Those are the big puncher KO gloves. Well, but you know, even before we get to Wilder Fury 3, you know, there's talk of, I heard a story that Malik Scott was going to be the head trainer of Deontay Wilder. And I'm like, really? Don't know. There's lots to chew on. But let's just see, like I said, in the next couple of weeks, as my source said, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to hear something. Yesterday, I dropped the news to you less than 24 hours ago. And what's Fury come out and said today? And you know, the thing is, after what I said, the thing is, watch this. This is how media works. People in media watch what I say, right? And then they think they're clever, they think they're smart. So get all this information together. I speak it out, and then people are like, no, you're talking crap, you're talking crap, you're talking crap. And they go out and ask the questions. And then Fury comes out and says what he says, trying to make me look bad. Now look. See, this one backfired big time. The people watching these shows, right? People sit back and they sit back and they listen. And they listen to what I'm saying. And then they go about and do interviews afterwards, straight afterwards. Not less than 24 hours after I broke the news to you here in the UK. Who else was breaking news like this in the UK? And then the next day, you get an interview. And Fury's talking about the possibilities of fighting Deontay Wilder again. Huh? Why was Wilder shortlisted guys he wants next? Plus, Fury was on a Wilder only hold up on AJ Fury is location due to the pandemic. Okay, fair enough, Chris. Moving on. I just want to say big up to IFL and also Ingram, but I wish he'd be quiet about the fight, Tyson Fury. Ingram, you're the first one that broke the news online. Well, we'll wait and see. I'm not saying anymore. I'm not sitting down. I'm not repeating myself. I'm not here to battle with anybody. I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I said, if Deontay Wilder has got Fury deadlocked, then if he's deadlocked, he can't fight anybody else. All I want to know is he deadlocked? Is he contractually bound? I.e., like when he beat Vladimir Klitschko the first time, he was contractually bound to fight Klitschko in a rematch. Remember? And remember how that ended up. That's all I'm asking. And why is it taking so long? Oh, we're just looking for a venue. Okay. There's nothing wrong with shortlisting opponents. Shortlisting opponents has got nothing to do with legal ramifications. Nothing. The other boxing channels are following behind you in this story. Good job, Ingram. The rematch clause has expired. So you saw the clause, did you? So can you explain to me? The fight was due to happen for the third and final time. The fight was due to happen in December. Okay, they couldn't do the fight in December because of TV and college football. If you're not in America, you don't understand America. College football is massive, much bigger than boxing. They said, right, we'll knock it on the head and let's bring it forward to 2021. Fury, however, didn't like that and said, let's knock it in the head himself and said, let's knock it in the head, forget about it. I'm fighting in December because Wilder was ready to fight, but the fight could not happen in America because of the TV rights. That's what happened. TV wanted to do the awards in college football. That's what happened. No contract expired. That's some BS story that keeps flying around. The contract expired. Absolute BS. What's Tyson Fury in championship rematches when he's won? Not good, man. Not good. Tyson's cause physical does not seem to be mirroring the shape before. Does seem to mirror the shape before Klitschko Fury 2 was due. Yep. You literally just made a live stream about this the other day, Ingram. You were right. Rose Bowl and everything doesn't take a backseat to any sport, including boxing. There you go. UW versus WSU is bigger than most sports in the US, and that's one game in college football. That is when the fight was meant to be scheduled. It couldn't be scheduled for TV rights because of college football. The fight was due in December. It was moved from COVID because they had the COVID situation, so they moved it to December. All these people talk about expired contracts, just repeating but doing no research. Is it me, or does Fury look drawn out in the face? Look at that. What's a good fight for Junior Farr? Robert Helenius, Adam Kawanaki, Charles Martin, Martin Bakole, Kuzman, Those type of guys, that type of level of guys is good for Junior Farr. But I'd like to see Junior Farr change his trainer and use his attributes a lot more. So there's my answer, Junior Farr. Let's wait and see. I could be talking a whole heap of BS, and they announced Joshua versus Fury next week. That would be something, wouldn't it? So I think I've said my piece on this. As I said, those people who've made it personal about me and called me a moron and all this sort of stuff, you're getting blocked. You are getting blocked. Believe me, you're getting blocked. Fury sparks Wilder like a blood. Okay, fair enough. Feels like it was a good performance for his confidence, at least. Yes, agreed. Agreed, Danny. Yeah, so you will be getting blocked. And that's it. 10 years plus of doing what I'm doing. People coming on the channel, trying to devalue the channel, disrespectful, rude, racist, all that sort of nonsense has to be done. Clean the swamp of that. My channel's not about that. It never has been about that. I've always called it the channel for the people, and I've always said that, and that is getting clean. It's getting cleaned out. This proves that nothing Fury, Hearn, and Arum should be taken seriously. Yep. Nothing Hearn says should be taken seriously, but we knew that a long time ago. Fury flip-flops. And Arum, well, there's a few things that Arum should be taken seriously. When Arum says he's making a loss, Bacoli has filed the fight. Didn't Fury say might fight Wilder? Deadlock. Good night.